Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the Enlightened Path Tarot. If this is your first time viewing the channel, welcome. So, Pisces, this is your general reading for June 2018. And this is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If this message does not resonate, make sure you check your moon or your rising sign. So, I've already started to shuffle for you guys. If I sound funny, it is because about 2 days ago I did not have a voice. I am getting over a little bug. I don't know if it's the pollen here or if I just got like a really bad cold last week, but we're at the end of May and I really want to get these messages out for June, so we're going to push through. Pisces, I am going to go ahead and cut the cards and lay your spread out. I do want to say that this is my second time doing this. I actually got interrupted during the middle of the first reading that I did for you guys and had to step away for a few hours. And something was just like, you know what, do it over. Do Pisces over. And I'm glad I did, because showing up in yourself spot, Pisces, is you. There's Queen of Cups. Final outcome for Pisces, we've got the Hermit in reverse. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords in reverse. So at the center of the reading, Pisces, we've got the Three of Rods crossed by the Ace of Cups. So this is what we've got here. And the Three of Rods is in reverse. And someone else got this as a center card too. I want to say it was Gemini, maybe Virgo. I'm not sure. But yeah, it feels almost the same kind of energy as one of the other signs that I did earlier. It's one of the air or one of the earth signs, but let's keep going here. So with the Three of Rods and the Ace of Cups crossing, or maybe supporting in this case, I'm not sure. The Three of Rods in reverse is about, I definitely think it's not seeing your ships come in, right? And in June, there might be a delay. I don't feel like, for Pisces, I don't think your ships aren't coming in, but I definitely feel like there's this delay. But I also think there's a new offer being presented to you. And it's so funny because I did Pisces financial reading for June last week. And Pisces got an Ace of Cups. It was like you guys were having a little bit of trouble with your finances, but by the middle of June, there is this huge offer coming in. So it's kind of weird. But I definitely feel like there's this delay in, things coming forth. There might be a shakeup that occurs here with this Tower. There's some sort of abrupt change that happens. Something that could be quite shocking. And then with Judgment in the recent past, Pisces, you made some decisions. You've had to weigh the pros and the cons as to whether or not you were going to give things a second chance. I think for a lot of you guys, there may have been the start again of something you once started before, and for some reason you may have stopped doing it in the past, and they may have seen you really putting in effort and energy into something again. And as a Pisces sun, I kind of get that. It could be a situation where, you started a blog maybe last year and worked on it for a little while, which is true to Pisces nature. Pisces go in with this expectation of things, and when those expectations aren't met, Pisces will kind of lose interest and they're kind of on to the next thing, right? But I think that you definitely may have revisited something that you dropped previously. Um, you came back to it. And for some of you, this card is about you making some decisions, weighing the pros and the cons and making some decisions, maybe back in May. With the Three of Cups crowning the reading in reverse, I don't think that June is going to be a very socializing kind of month. I don't see Pisces being very, very social in June. I think that there may be a little bit of a shakeup here. And for some of you, it's going to be with the earth sign. For others of you, there's this shakeup that kind of affects finance, right? Because we've got this Queen of Pentacles here and she's in reverse. If this is actually a person that you're dealing with that has a lot of earth energy, earth is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, I want to know why she's in reverse. Why is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Because this is the energy that's coming towards you in June. So yeah, Pisces, there might be some messages here with the Ace of Rods. There might be some messages that aren't the greatest, that come in very, very swiftly. Messages that require you to take action, or messages that are notifying you of actions being taken. I definitely think, those messages that come in might be surprising because, again, we've got this Tower at the base of your reading. But I see you being you. I see you in your own energy, and this is really, really good, Pisces, because you're in the upright. Water energy is about flowing. Water ebbs and flows, right? The good thing about Pisces is they can kind of roll with the punches. I'm not saying that Pisces doesn't complain as they're rolling with the punches, because definitely a fish rather have a bowl where the water is calm than have a bowl where a 2-year-old is shaking it all the time, right? If you have to choose between the two, Pisces wants calm waters. What I see you doing in June is navigating these waters that seem to have like a little bit of shakeup, that could be quite turbulent, right? Even though you don't see where you're going with the Three of Rods in reverse, you're still in your own energy. You're kind of just going with things. And I think that positivity is going to help you a lot in June. It's so crazy because I think I remember saying this when I was doing the reading the first time for you guys. Positivity is going to really, really help you in June, because there is definitely this Ace of Cups coming in. I definitely don't think the Ace of Cups is crossing in this reading. I definitely think it's supporting here. But in your environment, Pisces, there may be a situation that definitely feels like a soulmate connection. And we must remember that all soulmates are not romantic relationships. So your soulmates could be your family, they could be your friends. Some of you may even find soulmates in co-workers, right? But that relationship is in the reverse. This Two of Cups is in the reverse in June. And we're going to clarify that as well. With the Six of Rods, for some of you guys, there may be those around you that, no, okay, there's two messages here that I'm getting. For some of you are doing some things in the public and it's like others are not taking notice, right? And even in relationships, for some of you, that this Two of Cups in reverse is a soulmate relationship. It could be because the other person is not recognizing your efforts, And for others of you, you're not taking notice and celebrating the things that are going really, really good. You know, the Six of Rods is about recognizing and celebrating. It's about others taking notice of you. But this being in your ninth spot, for some of you, this is going to be about you taking notice of what is working, because it's in reverse in your spread. See if we can get clarification for both your environment and the Six of Rods. So clarification for the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups in reverse for Pisces in June 2018? Okay, you're gonna see it when I see it. Okay, Seven of Rods. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. I'm looking at it in the camera. And then clarification for, I don't think that's clarification for the Six of Rods in reverse. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. Okay, so yeah, for that group of you where this is about you not taking notice of what is working, it may be because there's been some messages that come in, some truths that come out that leave you, you know, in this Eight of Swords energy here. This guy is like, he's been wounded. Someone's words or the communication from another has wounded him. And he has kind of gone off to isolate himself and lick his wounds. And if you're stuck in this energy, you can't take notice of what is actually working, right? So the final outcome being the Wise One in reverse. This is my deck's Hermit card. So this final outcome is about Pisces not going within and not finding enlightenment, not getting the answers to the truths that they're seeking. You know, why is the Hermit in reverse? I definitely think June finds you needing to go within. Ace of Swords, and it's in reverse. Oh. Pisces, I think that some of you may be not only isolating yourself here, you're looking for this truth in June, right? There's been some shakeups here. There may have been some news that's been quite unsettling. For some of you, it is about finance, and for others, you know, it could be a partner. With the Seven of Rods here, there's this need to kind of stand your ground, to be on guard, or there's others in your environment that feel that way in relation to the relationship with you, right? I think that in June, the advice that I would have for you guys is to definitely go within, definitely stay positive, and definitely look at what is working, not what has disappointed you, what changes have, you know, sprung themselves upon you. Really focus on what's working so that you can bring more of that in, right? So I want to see if we can get a clarification for this Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups seems to be the most positive card we see here. So I have this feeling that this offer, for those of you that have been kind of struggling as far as finances go, this offer, and it's so crazy because the Two of Pentacles popped out. We know the Two of Pentacles is about budgeting, right? And when I laid it down, so look, if I were to have the Ace of Pentacles, the two is actually would be in reverse, looking at the way that I laid it, right? I definitely think this offer that comes in puts an end to the yo-yo balancing and budgeting, right? Some of you guys have really been having to watch every dime. And I think this Ace of Cups that comes in, this major, major offer, is going to put a stop to that in June. And I think that you, Pisces, are just going to have to stay as positive about it until it comes in. Don't, count your losses, count your blessings in June. And with that, Pisces, I'm going to wrap it up. This is what I see for you in June. Not bad. And I will see you guys in about 2 weeks for the mid-monthlies.